Hey, what's up, baby? Brian Lee Racing. What's up, you guys? Probably all come by. Hello, Grandpa. Yeah, right now. I got this white beard growing in here. Actually, yeah. With my daughter about to have another one. My daughter about to have her first one with her husband Noah. Yeah. Be a grandpa 4 times over. Wanted to come on here before. I never really did a live. Just to come on and say thanks to folks who've been coming out to the channel, watching me and Twitty do our thing on our podcast on the channel. So just wanted to say what's up. A lot of people done left already. Some of y'all still hanging in there though, I see y'all. Yeah, please ask questions, anything. One by 4 Bob. What's that mean? It's 1 by 4. 25 to 12 to 9 to 4. I'm still trying to learn how this whole live thing works. Now I'm just down to 1. Oh, whoever that one is, I appreciate you hanging in there. We got some other folks up in here. Come on in, say hi. Maybe you haven't seen me in a while. Maybe I haven't seen y'all in a while. I know there was a lot of folks that was asking me. They were saying, hey, Sean, man, I haven't seen you do too many comedy clubs lately and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, that's what happens when you get old. Old comedian, can't travel like you used to anymore. I mean, I was used to doing anywhere from 18 to 20,000 miles a year just doing comedy. Different clubs, different states. But that's how it is. I'm just sitting around waiting for the storm to blow through. But yeah. So many things happening in the world right now. I don't even know which one to believe anymore now, huh? Look around, there's so many stories, man, that just come in, and next thing you know, they're telling you one thing, and they tell you another thing, and you don't even know what to believe anymore. I don't know how many people are like that right now, but I'm like that. It's where now I don't know what news story to believe, what anything to believe. Stuff just keeps getting weirder. There's an old ass veteran just trying to make his way through. I like that. Hello, Grandpa. I like that. Yeah, I'll tell you what though, man. Only a few people can earn that title as Grandpa. It's only 2 people that can get that title. But I'm proud to be a grandpa, I'll tell you that much. I have 2 granddaughters, 1 grandson, and about to be my 2nd grandson coming here pretty soon. My daughter's gonna have her first. So yeah, I don't mind being called Grandpa. Grandpa is actually a title that I earned, had to. Well, hey, I want to say thank you to the 2 people that just been constantly been up in here and ain't logged off yet. Someday I'll get a hold and I'll get used to however this YouTube live thing works. Simply Rainbow. Simply Rainbow. Hey, Pops. Hey, you know what? I don't mind that either. You know, my father used to be mad every time I called him Pops because he thought it made him feel like older than he really was. But it was a sign of endearment towards people's fathers. Like, you know, when we used to go to our friends' house and stuff, like their dads became our Pops. We would even say, "What's up, Pops?" I think all my friends used to call my dad Pops. My dad used to hate that. I hated it. I don't. Grandpa, Pops, old man, yep. But I tell you what, though, it takes a lot to earn that title. Just to make it to be an old man nowadays. Okay, that next comment, all I really got from that one is Pro Brazil. Pro Brazil. Hey, how you doing? I don't speak Spanish or nothing, so I can't. In my native tongue, I would say aloha. Mahalo for joining. Mahalo for being here. Anybody else got one of them phones that just won't shut up? Got them phones that just always just bang, 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 and it's just email after email after email after fucking spam after all kind of stuff? Yeah, I got one of them too. Brazil. Are you from Brazil? Yeah, if you've been here for a minute, you want to check it out, we have a podcast, myself and Twitty. His name is Isaiah Twitty. He works at the radio with me. Him and I, we got this podcast that we do. Comes out weekly on this channel. If you can, check it out. If you like it, please subscribe, like. Oh, 100%. 100%. I will send a blessing to you, obviously. Send a blessing out to anybody who needs one. I appreciate you being here. We'll send a blessing out. We're going to send a blessing out to a lot of people out there right now, man. There's a lot of people out there. Everything's getting crazy. Sometimes it's crazy. I don't even recognize the same. I don't even recognize the world we live in right now. EUA. I apologize if I don't know what EUA is. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks for the likes. No, I ain't got nobody in here. But hey, got 2 likes. Guess I can't argue too much about that, huh? Sitting out here waiting for the storm to hit. It's supposed to come in. I do live here in the United States. Actually, I live in Idaho. Yep, born and raised in the States. Born in San Diego, California. Raised in the Bay Area, California. I'm of Polynesian descent. Mixed with a lot of stuff. Like nowadays, everybody's mixed with everything. I got a lot of stuff in me. Hawaiian to Chinese to Irish to European, all of that. Yeah, lived here in the United States my whole life. Born in San Diego, raised in Northern California, and then, yeah, served my time in the Marine Corps. Yep. And 3 out of my 4 kids have either served in the military or are currently serving in the military right now. I'm from my whole military background. My father, my grandfather, older sister, uncles, aunties, everybody. Oh, here comes the storm. This rain is coming in. Yes, it is. The rain is coming. Ooh, I think that storm is coming in now. Gotta lower this tent. Make sure this thing don't blow away. There it goes. That's a trick about one of these things I learned about these little pop-up tents. Like, usually if you got a lot of wind coming in and you got a lot of wind blowing, people start losing these things. I watch these things fly up off of people's backyards, over their backyard fence and into their other neighbor's yard. And then what I realized was, all you have to do is just lower it down. I didn't know that. Maybe some of y'all knew that, but I didn't know that. But if you take your little pop-up tents and you lower them down, boom, you lower them down, good to go. And again, it says I'm talking to nobody. So, since I'm talking to nobody, I'll just stop talking, I guess. Some folks. So yeah, just drop the awning down. You just take down the legs. Boom, 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 boom. Take down the legs, then it'll come down. Then the wind will blow over the top instead of trying to come up underneath it. But you got to go down pretty low. You know what's funny is, I thought maybe this would have like set off Twitty's phone and let him know that I was going live, and maybe he'd have jumped on here because then he could answer some of the questions too from my podcast. And I want to say, yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that's been watching that, man. We've been getting a ton of views, a ton of subscribers. I appreciate y'all coming to the channel and watching the podcast. I have a lot of fun with that, man. And I'll be 100% with you, too. If you guys ever watch our podcast and you guys watch what we do, you should know. I have no idea what Twitty's about to start with. I have none. Like, never have. And we keep it that way. We want to keep the conversation and the stuff going, and we want to keep it live. Because it's like, you know, when you ever have that conversation with somebody and you kind of going through and like, let me get my words right. That's what happens when you get old too. But you know, when you have a conversation with somebody and something comes out fluently, you know what I mean? You come out fluently with what your conversation is, and then you're like, man, and then you try to recapture that same fluent conversation, and it's hard to get that back again. Once it hits the first time, that's when you really got to catch it. So when Twitty and I, when we go and we start our podcast and we start going, like, I have no idea, like none. I have no idea what he's going to ask me, what he's going to tell me. Like, I just got to go off that one point. So as soon as he goes and he says whatever he says in the beginning, we go straight from there. So any answer I'm giving is coming straight off the top of my head. Like, there's no prep, there's no nothing like that. I mean, there's prep as far as different questions that he wants and different topics he wants to bring up when we're going to do our podcast. But other than that, he kind of keeps that from me. Most of the time, it's just when him and I are hanging out and we're just sitting there talking about stuff, and then he'll like jot something down, and then he'll be like, "Oh, got my dog here too, man. Y'all want to see my dog? I'll show you my puppy." Get over here, boy. Come over here. You say hi to everybody. This is my puppy. Say hi, Kyoki. This is my pup. He's an Aussie Shepherd. I've had him since he was 3 months old. Just turned 5. And he's been at my side ever since. Great dogs. I don't know if anybody ever has dogs or whatever like that, but I'm a straight up dog person. Like I'm a straight up dog person, but this dog right here, man, he done got me. Yeah, you done got me. Yeah. That's my good boy. Watches his dad's back. You watch daddy's back. That's why he came out here. He heard the storm coming in, so he was like, "Hey, Pop, can I come out there?" Yes, you can. Come watch your dad. You say hi to the folks? Huh? You say hi to the folks out there? There's 4 people watching right now. Oh, now I just switched to only 1 person. I keep jumping from like 1 to 4. I'm new to this, so like, I don't even really know how this works yet. I've been watching a lot of people on live. My man Wildbeard, that's who I used to always watch. I used to watch him. Still do. I love that dude. But there's a lot of people I watch on YouTube. I don't know if anybody else has the same YouTube watchers like I do. Like I'm so mad that the Outdoor Boys are gone. Like I like the Outdoor Boys a lot. That dude had a lot of adventures that I used to watch. Now they're gone. I watch Camping with Steve. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Camping with Steve. Steve's pretty cool, man. That dude goes out. He does some crazy shit. But I like him. The Hodge twins. Yeah, I watch them. There's a lot of channels, man. A lot of channels. But I watched all of them, go live and do all their stuff, and I see how they got it down, and it's like they can barely even talk to anybody because their comment things are just going crazy. Then it's like hard to even try to deliver a comment or say hi to somebody or something because there's like 95 different things that are just going up and down the scroll. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. But for those of you now joining, this is me and Kyoki time. This is my dog Kyoki. His name is Keoki, Keoki, which in Hawaiian means farmer. It also means, and if you're in Hawaii, a lot of people that are named Kyoki also go by George. But yeah, this is my buddy. This is my buddy. He watches out for his dad a lot. Yeah. It's my fishing dog. Every time I go fishing, gotta take him with me. Man, it got dark here quick, didn't it? It was brighter here earlier. Let me see if I can get some light on the subject. Come here, boy. Got this little remote control. Oh, look at that. Shine right up. Come here. Sit. Oh boy. There. See my pup. Just me and my pup. Got the barbecue grill right there too. Last time I even was on that, I was making some ribs. I've got 3 people now. 3 people. Look at that, Bubba. We got 3 people in here now. You say hi to them? Say hi. Say thank you for coming to the channel, stopping by. Hey man, you guys like you should check out the channel, man. It's not just me doing lives. I'm still trying to learn how to do all this live stuff. I can't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old for that. I don't know. I know some people don't want to admit it, but I'll admit it. But yeah, man. Want to just come on here and say hi. I'm jealous at how some people can get on here. One of my favorite ones is Foreign Blood. Granny. She's one of my favorite channels to watch. Just tell her like it is. Piss people off, but you know what? Oh well, they get stuck in their feelings sometimes. But no. So yeah, pretty much I just wanted to come on here and say thanks to the people that have been helping us grow the channel, subscribing. I mean, started out with the channel and it was only like 400. There was like 410 people on my channel, and then once everything started moving, I noticed how subscribers just started unsubscribing. So I was like, oh, that's the haters leaving, right? So we got down to like 360 people subscribe, and then after a minute, you know, the subscribers started popping on there. Now we're just over 2,300, looking at 2,400 subscribers. So I just want to say thanks, man. It's been nice. I mean, I know a good portion of that came from my man Twitty, because he's all over social media. I'm not all over social media, but he is. He's all over social media, from that IG or whatever they call it, Instagram, to Twitter, to X or whatever. But all of them, they just kind of, I don't know how to do any of that kind of stuff. But I know there's a lot of followers that follow Twitty over there. They came over to watch the podcast, and they subscribe to the channel to help the podcast move, which I appreciate, all of you guys. But I really like doing the podcast with Twitty. Like, he's one of the guys that I actually, you know, I've been around a lot of entertainers, a lot of people, and one of the things was, what was that? Dirty. Hey, thanks, man. Dirty Dub. See, I wish these things had like real people's names and I knew exactly who I was talking to. But I hope y'all like the podcast. We're gonna be doing a lot more stuff. In fact, me and Twitty was talking about, you know, because the podcast is called Twitty in the City, so we want to start reaching out to all of you guys here pretty soon, and we want to start hearing news from all the cities and all the states all the way around, and we want to blast it on the channel. You know, we want to talk about it. If you got events going on in your cities, if you got stuff like that that's going on in your city and you want to give it out, get a shout out or something like that and get on there, we want to talk about that. We want to let people know, hey, there's a lot of stuff going on. But Dirty Dub, whoever Dirty Dub is, probably one of my, probably one of my fam. But if you calling me uncle already, then yeah, we family. Appreciate you, appreciate that. Appreciate the love you guys been showing us on the podcast. If you really my family, then you know who this is. You know who's sitting right here by me. I won't even have to tell you his name. But this is my little Aussie Shepherd right here. I know some people are like, Aussie Shepherds are different colors. He's an Aussie Red. He's one color, he's one solid. And I know people, he looks brown, and people are like, oh, is he brown? I'm like, no, he's actually red. Like, when he gets in the sun, like, you can tell he's a red. Shaka bra. I like that. I like all the little shakas under there. Shaka. Yeah. Oh, and I like some people that just come in real quick and watch the podcast, and the only thing they got to talk about is all the teeth I'm missing in my mouth. I get it. It's going to take a minute, but I'm trying to work by the end of, trying to get in by the end of this year and get my teeth fixed. You know, that shit is more expensive than housing now. There's just a lot of stuff. My family, most of my family's on Oahu. My mom and them and everybody on her side, they're all Hawaiian. The whole family's out there from Oahu. We stayed in Nanakuli, Waianae side. Mom and dad went to Waianae High School. Family still, I still have family out there in Nanakuli. Um, that's always been home. Anytime I go back there, that's where I'm usually at. Waianae, Oahu. But we also got family in Maui. We got family in Big Island at Hilo and Kalapana. We got family everywhere. If you Hawaiian, you know, once family gets bigger and bigger and bigger, it's like next thing you know, you got family on this island, you got family on this island, you got family on this island, especially because of the work. You know how that goes. If you're from Hawaii, you know how that goes. Yeah, some people that live on one island but work on another. Yeah. But yeah, that's where my family's from Oahu side. What part of Hawaii are you from? Did you grew up in Vegas? Oh, and in Iwa. Where are you from? I gotta put my Makakilo. Makakilo. You know what's funny is that like you can actually tell like when I'm reading it, I can tell like you're really like you're from there because you like I bet you that didn't even take you hard long to spell either, did it? It probably didn't take you long at all. Knowing that somebody who's not from Hawaii, when they try to spell something like that, like Kamehameha or something, they're just like K A M. I would have took them hella long to spell Makakilo. Yeah, I get family all out there. I get family all out there. I get family from all out there. Kaha. Um, that's great. That's great. When was the last time you went back home? Are you back in Hawaii? I know you said you was raised in Vegas. When you raised in Vegas, so what does that mean? You know more your pidgin? You still speak pidgin? I know for some people out there who don't know what pidgin is, that's because you never spend time on the island. But shoots, I know some howlies that speak good pidgin. I miss it too. I gotta go back home. I haven't been back home in a while. I gotta go back home again. Winter time too. That's the best time to go. That's when I should go. I haven't been to Hawaii in a while. Hell nah. You know what's funny though is I get made fun of like last time I went back home to Hawaii, like my kids, like we're my kids born and raised out here. I stay in Vegas. It's been 10 years since I've been back. My business come out when I get drunk, mad out with people from back home. Oh shoots, bro, that's real. No, that's real. Like some people don't get that. Hold on, let me get my dog back in the house. Come on, but like my wife. Oh. You come on here. Oh, no, you don't want to go in. Sorry. No, that's real. Like you get mad, especially if you're fighting with your relatives back home. Like the conversation might start out like, "Hello, how are you? How's everybody? How's the family? How's auntie? How's uncle? How's this?" And then something comes out, and next thing you know, that whole conversation is like, "What? For real? Nah." It is just pigeon all the way through. Shoots, brah. Shoots. Oh, you guys get choke drama, brah. Yeah. For some people that don't know what choke means, and back home it means a lot. So there's a lot of, there's choke. Like I know in California there's hella. Then on the East Coast there's like, I think it's mad. There's like mad people here or something like that. But back home it's choke, brah. Oh, choke people. Man, I miss being out that way. I haven't been back home in a while. I've been stuck in Idaho. That's where I live. But it's one of the few places in this country where you could actually go out and own a house. But that's why I stay out here. Vegas, though. I used to play down there in Vegas. As a stand-up comedian, I used to play down there. I used to come down there to Vegas and play at the Planet Hollywood with Edwin San Juan. I've done a lot of comedy down that way. Yeah, for some of these guys that are coming in there, I love Hawaiian slang too, bro. I do too. Yeah, that's the kind cause. But yeah, I used to play a lot down there in Vegas. Yeah, but see, that only works if you that'll only work if you don't come across other locals, because and be honest too, like us local people, sometimes when we go to stores, and don't lie, because I know all Polynesians, we all do this, Samoan, Hawaiian, Guamanian, Tongan, we all do this. But when we walk in the stores and we see other people that even mightly closely resemble any type of islander, we just automatically assume. And I don't know if you're guilty of this, but I know I am. But I used to start speaking pidgin around certain people just to see if they react, and if they do, then I'm like, oh, okay, then they're Polynesian. But that's crazy. I know it would work in Virginia to do that, to see if they're going to be confused and shit. But like, unless you come across somebody that's like, uh, that actually speaks and actually knows, then it's going to be like, oh, okay. But then that's even better, because then, like, I've had some great conversations where I've like just assumed, but when I said something, they kind of responded, and the next thing I know, I had a friend that I never even knew, and then we were speaking pidgin all through the store. Oh, but you was there. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be like, you don't have to be straight Hawaiian or whatever, but you can still spot the folks. You know what I mean? Like, I think like most Hawaiians, Polynesians, Samoans. Yeah, yeah. Like, how weird do them look? So they like the eyebrows go up. Do the eyebrows like look when you're saying something? Yeah. Chee-hoo. You know what I found out, that it's not just that's almost in every culture, when I say culture, when I mean culture, like I mean like pretty much where people are raised, I guess like you could say, because like every part from the East Coast to the West Coast to everything, like everybody, there's a nonverbal communication between folks, and everybody knows who's from where and where's from where. Yep, all the way down to the crazy states. But then again, what state isn't crazy? To be in this country, I think every state has to have a little crazy. That's the truth. And that's why I served in the Marine Corps. I served in the Marine Corps because I'll defend my crazy people. Yep. I believe in my country. Crazy or not crazy. Man, I want to go back to Hawaii now. Just talking to somebody, yeah, it makes me want to go home. Hoorah, hoorah, simplify. Simplify. What's crazy is like my kids. I have 4 kids. 3 of them have either served or is currently serving. My second oldest went to the Air Force, did his 6 years in the Air Force, got out. Then my daughter went to the Army. She's still currently serving in the Army. And my youngest, he wanted to follow his dad, so he went to the Marine Corps. Because he watched that Netflix special, so he knew everything he had to know about boot camp. It was funny to me. It wasn't funny to him. But he passed, earned his thing. He actually became he was one of the he was one of the top shooters of his battalion during the rifle range. Then when they asked him, Virginia, we sound southern. So we sound southern as hell, but we're also sound northern compared to people from New York and New Jersey. Yeah. Yeah. That's New York and New Jersey, they got that different slang too on their tone. Like when I served in the military, I was serving with folks from New York, from North Carolina, South Carolina, like everybody that was in like overseas with me. There was a lot of people that was from the East Coast. And like some of my folks from like New York, they had that accent where they would talk, because they'd be like, yo kid, yo son. Yeah, here comes that storm. That's that thunder right now. Me, I like rainstorms or thunderstorms. In fact, if my dude in here right now was talking about Marine Corps, like we had a saying in the Marine Corps. We used to tell people, we was like, man, if it ain't raining, we ain't training. That's we lost our access. Yeah, better sound off. Are you from PI, huh? I'm from MCRD, which you guys used to call us Hollywood Marines, which Hollywood was never near us. But we used to always get like we had the Paris Island Marines, and then the Paris Island recruits, and then you had the MCRD recruits in San Diego. I'm from San Diego. I went to San Diego. Um, but Paris Island, the only thing I used to hear about Paris Island, and the only thing Diego. Okay, okay. The only thing I used to always hear about Paris Island from the Paris Island recruits was that uh, they had sand fleas, all these little sand fleas. They used to bite them and stuff. Camp Pendleton. I was at Camp Pendleton before I got out. I was 22 area in the flight line area. I worked as a PMI. I worked Wilcox Range and Edson Range for the recruits. And I'll tell you what, I liked working with the recruits more than I liked working with Marines. Recruits were easier to teach. Marines were set in their ways. I bet you do, man. Don't nobody likes sand fleas. Nobody. But they used to tell us, they used to be like, oh man, we had sand fleas. What did you guys have? I was like, man, we had tarantulas and rattlesnakes. Like, I mean, that's what we had. What's the matter? What's the matter, Kelton? I see my dog. Every time he hears the thunder, he doesn't want to be here. Oh yeah, I bet. Oh, I bet. As soon as you got out that sand pit, I bet. Knowing that scaredy cat. My dog don't like when I call him scaredy cat. He don't like the thunder. He also had gators. Okay. See, I ain't messing with no gators. Nope. Nope, nope. Yeah, pretty much, wasn't it? One big ass swamp. That's where the real amphibious Marines came from, huh? Was straight out the swamp. Yeah, I tell you though, man. Still to this day though, like I've been out the Marine Corps now for a while, almost 30 years, and yeah, I've been out the Marine Corps now 27 years. But like, even to this day though, I still talk to all my, like, I've got Marine Corps friends that reach out to me. I got Marine Corps friends that always talk to guys I went to boot camp with, which is fantastic. Like, it's a brotherhood amongst no others, you know. Yo, I heard that too. I heard the humidity. Like right now, my son is stationed in Camp Lejeune. He's in North Carolina right now. So he's been talking to me about the humidity this whole time. And I was like, dude, he would talk about how he could, like, you know, press out his camis and iron out his camis to look good. But then he'd have to walk to his unit. And then once he was in there, once he got down to his unit, like all that pressing and ironing he did is already gone just because of the humidity. All this stuff is just back down there. Yep, 100%. There's no ex-Marine. It's only former. No ex. That's right. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Yep, that's where my son is now. He's at Lejeune right now. He's got maybe 6 more months out that way, and then I think he's getting deployed overseas. He might be going to the Rock. That's where I went. Okinawa. I was stationed on Kinzer, right outside of Naha City. But I remember going to Hanson and Schwab, Jacksonville, North Carolina. Yeah. Yep. Japan. Dude, my son went to Japan when he was in the Air Force. He went over that way, man. He said that place was so beautiful. And I told him, man, I said, when I went to Japan, I had a ball. Like, I loved learning the culture that was out there and everything. Like, I actually went out there and seen Japan. Most people say when you go out to overseas and stuff, you become a couple of things, which I did see other Marines doing that. Yep. 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 Marine Corps Air Station, baby. Yep. Dude, I was out there. I was loading C-130s on Fatima. And I know Fatima was like the air base that was right outside of like the town. Like when you actually, like it was literally like the airstrip was in the middle of the town. I don't know if Fatima's still there though. This was a while ago. This was like 94, 95. Yeah, man, I had a blast out that way. When my son went out there, he loved Japan. He wants to go back. But I know when they say when you're out there and you're on the rock, like you become, like they say, people like Marines will become a couple things. You become like a PT freak, or you become like where you're always PTing like every minute, every day. Which I've seen a lot of Marines do that, where they would just be like, you catch them at 3 o'clock in the morning just running, you know. Or you become a religious person where you really dive hard into religion. You was 6,300. You never got to go to Okinawa. It was fun, man. Did you go overseas anywhere? Yeah, because when I was over there, I was working supply. I was working for deployed units. I was in charge of building Air Force pallets, collecting gear around the base, taking them out up to the warehouse, putting them on the Air Force pallets, strapping them down, and then taking them out to Fatima to load them on the C-130s, so that they can drop them off to like Iwakuni, places like that, Sasebo. Uh, I love that job too when we were out there. Okinawa was fun. Storm getting closer. Well, hey, Double Dog, if you on here, man, you should check out the channel. It's got me and my man Twitty, man. We both now we work in radio, and him and I we just got real close over the last few years, and we started doing our stuff. I have a lower lumbar. Ooh. Was that like your L5, L6, L7? That's what I got hurt. I hurt that was in my lower lumbar area. Yeah. It was my L5, L6, and L7. But that's dope, man. You work in entertainment, dude. What's so funny is that's exactly where I went when I got out. Like once I got out of the military, I went into construction. I was in construction for a while doing carpentry, and then I got into stand-up comedy. And I've been doing stand-up comedy for a long time, man, a long time. I've been traveling all over. If you look up my name, just look up Sean Peabody, SeanPeabody, the Hawaiian comedian. And, see a bunch of stuff on me and see some of my videos, especially on YouTube. But yeah, I got an entertainment myself, man. That's dope that you produce music. I like that. I work with a lot of different folks that do a lot of different things. I just like seeing everybody doing it their own way, stuff like that. That's good. Certified mixing engineer. See, you got that certification. To be a comic, they don't give us certifications. In fact, they ain't even a job application for a comedian. I used to tell people that a comedian is just a job we fucking made up. We just made it up. Oh, did y'all see that? That was a flash of lightning. Ooh, Cuzzo. I might have. I know a lot of comedians down in Nevada. I'm gonna be down there in Carson City the 25th of October. I'm playing at the Carson Nugget. the 25th of October. I'm doing a show down that way. I worked with a lot of people in Vegas, man. Shook hands with a lot of people. I was in the World Series of Comedy in Vegas. I worked with a lot of comedians out there. When I used to go out to Vegas and perform, I used to perform at Planet Hollywood with Edwin San Juan. Edwin used to let me open for him, come out there and do some time, man. It was a good time because Edwin, he's a strong comedian. Oh, that's 100%, man. That's 100%, brother. I appreciate you coming by and stopping by, my man. Oh yeah, Edwin San Juan is the shit, bro. That dude, him and I, we used to get down on the stage. He's a good dude. But yeah, man, the rings do that pretty good. I got this ring coming down on me. I'm about to end this thing real quick, but hey, if you want, man, just hit me up, follow the channel, just subscribe and hit them notifications, man. I'll be right here. We'll be back again. I got a podcast that hits every Wednesday if you want to come check out me and Twitty. But I'm going to get up out of this raid, man. You guys all be safe out there, all right?